Boom, baby, we're live. What up, what up, what up? It's me, MLT. Welcome to Interview with the Man. Today is episode 890. Man, I think that's wrong. I think it's actually 891. Anyways, I said all that to say this. Feminized men are failing at dating. Guys, I just got to tell you, today's episode, I'm going to talk about how literally almost everybody's wrong when it comes to dating in America. The older guys are wrong. The younger guys are wrong. And like, you have to understand something to be really, really, really good with women. And this is what I mean by good with women. One, you can consistently get women. Two, if the woman is available and she stays with you, it's only a matter of time before she falls in love with you. Three, she is peacefully and supportively by your side. You don't have to worry about her going, being treacherous and doing some shady stuff behind your back. And then four, she wants to stay with you. She makes your life better. She wants to help you and do what women are supposed to do in a relationship, which is support and love a man as he goes out. He's working, he's crushing, he's fighting the world. And that is what I believe is like what is really game. And so many of these guys behind the scenes, I cannot tell you how many of these guys are dealing with crazy girlfriends, can't even keep a girlfriend. They have no frame. They have no leadership abilities. They have no ability to maintain and build attraction over a long period of time. All of these things and so much more are going to be covered in a video breakdown that I'm going to be doing today, because I just saw this video. It was sent to me by a friend of mine who is also really bad at relationships. And he's like, look what this guy said. See, it's true. And this video has 61,000 views and was posted 2 days ago. But it's because right now there is a market to like make content to cry and complain. And that's everywhere. That's like literally everywhere. I'm going to talk about how this kid is so wrong and he has a very large amount of people following him. And I'm going to talk about how I don't know if he's intentionally doing this, but I think he's not, because if he had game, he would understand that you could get a girl anywhere in the world if you're that guy. I relocated to America. I've been having no trouble finding attractive women here. Like, it is possible. I'm a 39-year-old man. Okay. I'm not leading with money. I'm not going out there. I'm dripped out now for the stream because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Okay. I wanted to look good for you. All right. But I don't go out there to lead with my wallet, lead with clout, lead with anything. I lead with me, MLD. I'm the man. And I'm the man because I put in the work. And a lot of these young guys don't want to put in the work. They sit around and cry, which is the most unattractive thing you could do as a guy, just sitting around whining all day, and they push all the women away. So this is going to be a really comprehensive breakdown, and we're going to get started. So sit tight. We got a big comment review we got to do, and let's get started.
Established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit. Okay, because you don't know how. Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
Listen, in normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
it's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you got to get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're going to attract predators. What's up, everybody? So listen, I got to apologize. First of all, we are not in 4K. I live in the freaking woods, man. I live in the freaking woods. My house is literally in the middle of the woods. Why I bought this place was to be near family. But now my real family, the people who love me and support me the most, you guys, we're suffering right now because Spectrum, they cap the upload speeds, but I did something. Okay. So tomorrow they're coming and we're going to get an upload speed update. Okay. So right now the download speed is phenomenal. Is freaking phenomenal. And I'll show you right now. Take a look. I'm running the test right now. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. See, the upload is lit. The download is lit, right? Almost a gigabyte. But look at this. They cap it. They cap this like I am living in 1994 at 40 megabytes per second. So it's a little bit hard to stream on that. So there you go. Cooked. But tomorrow I just upgraded to the business plan. $100+ extra a month. So now they say it's going to be fine. And I should get 50 megabytes of upload, which should get us back to 4K. But I think, how do we look? Do you guys even care? The only reason I want to do 4K upload is because you get an algorithmic boost, which we're needed over here. Okay. We got to get rid of this. Yeah, bro. The shadow ban is real. It's okay. I'm never going to give up. I'm just going to keep fighting. I'm just going to keep going. I am just going to I don't know what I'm going to do, but quitting is not in the game. Okay. I'm going to get to the point where I have 1,000 live stream viewers per fucking episode, and it's going to happen. I'm going to figure this out. It's just going to take time and effort and consistency, and because I want the best experience for you guys. I'm just trying to do the best. Okay. And you know, oh wow, Pariah, you said, fun fact, I watched that YBC video back to back one of your streams and it made your message that much stronger. Well, we're going to talk about this. MLD's resilience is insane. No, your resilience is insane. You're the best. I love you all. Okay. And so I'm just not giving up. I'm not going to give up. I don't care if I have to go to YouTube and punch the CEO in the face in a Minecraft video. Okay. But we're going to figure this out. But for you here, okay, like I'm telling you, I am just going to go overboard because this is what like drives me crazy. Okay. I am a game purist. I am not a pickup artist. I am a seducer and I am a purist. Okay. And what that means is I just want to talk about dating, and I don't believe in leading with some Instagram and the behind the scenes guys like a beta. I don't believe in leading with a Ferrari or sports car or whatever. Like having sex with whores is easy. It's like really that's entry level stuff. Okay. But what I am is like, I'm a guy, and I have to make it abundantly clear. I completely understand the female mind. Like, that's why I put my fucking psychology degree behind me to like show you guys, like, I know what I'm talking about. I have a track record of this, but I'm coming to understand this too. Okay. Thank God you're here watching me. Seriously, even if you're watching me on the replay, thank God you're here watching me. Okay. Because the thing is, like, to be good with women truly is it is like an elite skill. I'm coming to learn that because I thought for a long time the problem was me. I'm so hyped. I got to stand. Let me know if I talk like this, if I stand like this, is the mic still good? Can I walk around? Are we good on the distance? Let me know. Okay. But what drives me insane is at first I thought it was me. And I was like, because people would sign up for the Masculine Empowerment Network, right? And they would come, I would get like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 people buy the course, pay money for the course. But webinar attendance, the live training where I sit down in front of you, I'm like, this is what you need to do. Stop doing this. Don't text like this. Don't say that. This is a bad girl. Where I like sit down and pour hours of my life into men's lives. I never have high attendance rates. Like, and I'm starting to believe maybe it's just the human condition, because the guys who do learn my stuff, it's people like Myron Gaines. It's people like Andrew from Legal Mindset. I have a laundry list of guys who have tremendous amounts of success. And I'm not talking like, oh, they make like, you know, a little bit of money. They get a little bit of, like, multi-millionaires, dating beauty queens consistently. The performance has not stopped. But I'm just trying to understand what is going on. Like, what, and I'm just starting to realize, like, some people just can't get it together. And the stuff that gets all the clicks, the stuff that gets all the views, it's all trash and lies, you know? And so I'm just like, I don't know. I just want to do the right thing, and I want to change the world. I want to help as many people as possible. And, you know, I know what I'm talking about. Like, there's guys in the chat, like Zachary is a guy that I have coached to date beautiful women, like really, really, really beautiful women. And I've also told him, like, this one's got to go. This one's good. That one's bad. You know, he's leveling up. He's doing great. Like, there's endless amounts of people in the chat. And, you know, like, it's just, it truly is a privilege. And I thank God, because you know why? Because the amount of women that have poured love into my life, and who have loved me, and who have taken care of me when I'm sick, and who have helped me out when I was down and out. Okay. When I was dating Miss MLD, I'll never forget this. I needed to get some money from America to Japan. And there's like, you know, Japanese people are like super strict, like super, like, you know, they sided with the Nazis for a reason. Okay. Like, they are so strict. And they're like, if you don't have this payment, like this $30,000, remember, like, when I had the first high rise with, like, you know, the back glass backdrop, not when I lived on the 58th floor, when I lived on the 19th floor in Tokyo, right? It was a pretty cool backdrop. She literally took her life savings, all of it. It was about $30,000. And she paid for my deposit. Obviously, I paid her back. I paid her back in a matter of days. But, like, do you understand? You can't get that kind of girl being a piece of shit man. Like, that's what I'm trying to impart to you guys. You know, because I had the biggest struggle of my youth and my childhood and my teenage years, growing up without a dad. You know, just like, what is it to be a man? What is it to be masculine, right? I was trying to, you know, figure these things out. And along the way, I just got scammed and ripped off and taken advantage of by so many people. And on top of that, I just wasted my time with so much bad information. There's so much bad information out there. That's why they have communities like the Black Pill. That's why they have all these other crazy factions and stuff. And, like, you know, I don't say this. Like, I didn't take her soul. Like, I'm not, that's dark. I don't do that. That's not, no, she is literally, that woman is one of the most sincere, genuine, like, she gives me hope for the humanity. Like, she gives me hope for the human race. That she is a genuinely, to this day, we're in good, we keep in touch. And she is an amazing, amazing, amazing person, an incredibly amazing person. And, you know, I fucked that up because I'm a stupid ass. full disclosure. I'm a fucking retard. I fucked that up. This one's for me here.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
I fucked that up. Okay. But the point I'm trying to make is, you know, we're all humans here, but I just want to do the right thing, because the amount of amazing women that I've met in my life, and like, because I have game, right? Because you have game too, you can meet like really high quality women. And because you just understand women, you can have really good female friendships. Like one of my friends, her name's Mandy. She is like insultingly beautiful. She's so gorgeous, super successful. You know, and she helped me like find this house and like get the financing and get the real estate agent and I like all done properly. And then like on top of that, when there's stuff broken around the house, because she's a general contractor, she's like a real smart woman. She's like ultra successful, like she has made way more money than me, you know, and I've made a lot of fucking money, you know. But when you truly understand women, you know, you don't get angry, you don't get blackpilled, you don't like become like hateful and angry with women, and you truly see them for what they are. And then when you have a good woman, it's just like, you know, Kanye West said it, like one good girl's worth 1,000 bitches. And it's so true. Because a good woman will pour like good women who love you. They're like magic, bro. They like, you could do like so much when you have like an amazing, loving, good woman by your side. But you have to be an amazing guy. And I'm not talking you need to be rich and all this superficial crap that all these guys are just like, you know, full of, quite frankly. And so that's what I'm trying to impart to you guys. And then so I saw this kid crying. That's what we're going to review here. This guy's crying. And you know, we're going to break this down, because I just want to show you like he is the epitome of the beta male. And this is not me attacking the kid or like trying to like tear him down. But what it is that these guys are just lost. And I don't know if he's grifting or what, but like his channel is pretty cringe. The way he is pretty cringe too. And I think he just really doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, I just really think he doesn't know what he's talking about. And we're going to talk about that today, because I don't know if you'll see this video. The purpose of this video is not to like, you know, tear the guy down, but I do want to talk about how there is just so much bad advice out there. And I'm like, I just tell you guys, like, I know a lot of you guys like watch a bunch of things. Oh no, did you get back with her? My bitch is bad as fuck. Are you back with this girl? Oh my goodness, we got to talk. Uh-oh. How's the sound effects here? Are we good? Let me know. We're on StreamYard, so we gotta, you know, we're fixing a bunch of things over here. We're trending up. We're trending in the right direction. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make here, you did. All right, we'll talk. Well, look, if she's staying in pocket, it's good. But run it by me. Run it by me. We'll talk. I mean, she's smoke show, bro. She's so hot. So, you know, we'll talk about. Oh, it was muffled, cooked. But we're gonna just talk about she's in pocket. My man. Let me see. Audio reduce background here. Okay, I got an idea now. How about it? Is it clean? Let me know. The stream police are coming. FBI, open up! We got to fix it. We will. It's coming. Clean, lit. Okay, I figured it out. See, I'm smart. Praise the Lord. So, okay, we're gonna cover a bunch of things. So first things first, let's go to comment review. Do you guys like that transition? How do you feel about the comment review transition? I feel like I want to update it. Holler at your boy. Let me know. But okay, we're gonna go. Here we go. So, the numbers are actually going up. By the way, the actually being live, the numbers are kind of like not as good as they used to be back in the day, but the overall channel numbers are going up. And so, I'm just, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what old Papa Hormozy says: just volume. Just more volume, more streams, more effort. More. That's just, I'm not, you think I'm giving? I'm not giving up. I am going to stream until my eyes bleed. I would rather stream and literally blood fall out of my eyes here, right, than to give up. Like literally, if my eyes were bleeding out, I'd probably get a lot of views, But let's go to the let's do some comment review real quick. Okay. So take a look here. The free consultation Friday got 1,000. That's really good because they typically have been kind of like trending down. If look at the previous free consultation Friday, this only got 860. And the new show, which I just kind of, if you guys really want to like get hyped for life, watch Midnight MLD. Watch Midnight. There are more.
So you have accepted the truth.
I'm the most popular live streamer alive. We just fucking, what's up, Michael Hitz from Florida. Just joined the Hot Dude Army. Welcome. Subscribed. The Midnight MLD series. If you didn't watch this episode here, like this one, this guy right here with this guy right here. If you didn't watch this one, when I talk about you just got to shoot your shot, being perfect is never going to be there. And you just got to go with what you got right now. Because a lot of you guys are like, I got to get till jacked. I got to get ripped. I got to get money. I got to move out. I got to do this. No, you don't. You got to start talking to women. That's it. That is it. You just need to be talking to as many women as possible. That's it. Okay. So anyways, let's do some comment reviews. Here we are. So not that many here on this one. So let's go. Shout out to Marriage Causes Divorce. He says, caller in a 10-month relationship. His girlfriend is 6 months pregnant. She hates him and his family, but is keeping the baby. These 304s are obsessed with child support. They want the child support, not the man. Her 18-year-old kid no longer qualifies for child support, so she found another sucker to pay her. He's 38 and his child support payments will be finished when he's 56. Men are old. Well, listen, he's trying, bro. He's trying. Not everybody's as smart as you, bro. Like, not everybody has, like, you're clearly an intelligent guy, but, everybody's got to walk their path, man. Like, that guy's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. So he could probably, if he wanted to, like, unalive you in like 2 seconds. But that doesn't mean you lack value as well. Everybody has their strengths. Everybody has their weaknesses. Shout out to Jose Chung, who I'm going to do the heartbreak episode for. He says, yo, John, that brown bait for Texas is not me, G. No way I'll ever be daddy number 3. Base. I love you young kids. Let's go. Papa MLD approves. Okay. And then I think we had some good ones. A Midnight MLD here. Yeah, look, we had a bunch of comments. Look at this. Was like 3:30 in the morning. Bitcoin hit an all-time high. I was talking with some of my research team members, and I was like, you know what? I have an idea for a show, and I just said, fuck it. Let's do it live. So anyways, let's go with what we got here. To the German bro, Japan is a wonderful country to live in, but don't expect that Japan will enable you to escape from your problems back home. Inner game issues will follow you unless you fundamentally change your perspective. Facts. Ralph says, I just caught your midnight stream. To answer your question why I'm single, these 2 things other than action. The first thing is I is myself as an individual being a warm character. This leads to what you said in Free Consultation Friday, explaining the word ferocity. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big guy, 200 pounds with broad shoulders, dominant upper body, having the ability to lift weights at a stand, 6'4" tall. I have the ability to fight boxing, kickboxing, feel very confident in my fighting abilities. Even these metrics, many still brush me off. It's your personality. You see, this is a form of like the whole looks are the only thing that matter, looks maxing kind of society community, right? That's just not it's not what women want. Remember, if you want to be a player, you want to be a guy that's good with women, you offer 2 things: good conversation and good dick. You give those 2 things, you never run out of women. You never. Because a woman's like, you know what the most important foreplay for a woman is? Her mind, guys, getting into her mind in like a proper way. You know what I mean? Jose Chung says, thanks, MLD. No, thank you, Jose. Jose, I swear to God, I'm going to do the heartbreak episode. I'm just dealing with like a million things, and I'm trying to like pump out quality content. I want to do a good one too. I don't want to just like, rush it out. You know what I mean? So I do have that on the pipeline. Trust me. I got you, buddy. I swear to God. Anyways, let's go back. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I'm still too small in the bottom corner. Why don't they put this on the left? StreamYard, can you guys like stop being so gay? Anyways, let's go here. They only see the warm side of me, i.e. being chill, relaxed, open, calm, trustworthiness, but they don't see my competence, nor do they see characteristics that come with someone who has ferocity. They discredit that side of me. I don't walk around angry or tough exterior. I don't walk around looking for trouble, nor do I walk around showing how tough I am. We got to talk. If you can, you should join my monthly coaching, buddy, because this is something we got to like get on right now, because you've been in the community for a while, and like I think you're just missing some of the concepts that we're trying to get to you. Second is, most of the time I don't think I show anything in my personality. There you go. I feel like a blank canvas. I can be aloof sometimes. With this, it seems like I don't exude or entice anything. However, people do see something in me when I show well-adjusted, adaptable behaviors. Guys get pissed. Gals get confused with these because I get up and go do what I want, find a way and figure it out. Nice. There's a part of me that feels I have to be an over compulsive, assertive, the mass version character. Yeah, no, you got to be yourself, man. You got to be yourself. You got to improve yourself and then be yourself. Okay. P.S. I like this idea. You ask a question and we answer it. We come on stream. That would be cool if this is a series. Bro, like I said, this is why, guys, you just got to take your shot and like stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Because I was literally, it was 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, man, I have an idea and I'm just gonna run with it. And it got 1,000+ views, like off the cuff stream, The only downside is it screwed up my sleep schedule. So the things I do for you guys, all right, I'm here to help. BS Profile says there never seems to be opportunities. Incorrect. The most common places I see attractive women are cashiers, a grocery store, Chipotle. There isn't really a way to talk to them long enough to ask them out without it seeming abrupt. So be abrupt, bro. Why are you afraid? That's what I told you. You guys, the problem with men today of all ages, you guys are afraid. You guys are being cowards. And if you want pussy, but you got the pussy in you, you can't get pussy. You have to be a strong, not even strong. You have to be a brave man, gentlemen. You have to be courageous. You have to feel fear and do it anyways. You have to take your shot. You have to demand what you want for life, because we're men. Nobody gives us anything. Nobody gives us anything. Okay. How can older men hook up with younger? Are you talking to younger women? That's the biggest question. So Newcastle lad over from the UK. All right. My British brother. Are you talking to women? Are you talking to younger women? And how old are you? Okay. Skittles Man says, no, you have to date post-menopausal woman once you're 35. Incorrect. Dude, no, so incorrect. So incorrect, guys. Okay. But going back to this, or they might say weird. Who cares? You're not going to please everybody, but you're going to got to shoot your shot. Okay. Some places I go frequently, and I'm sure they recognize me, but they always keep things strictly work related. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Well, they're not trying to shoot their shot at work and get fired, bro. Anytime I met women through families and friends, they've never been single. If they were single, they wouldn't talk to me or show me. You have to shoot your shot, bro. This is very defeatist mindset, my brother. Okay. Sometimes I'll see attractive women at my apartment complex and just being out and running errands, but it never feels like the right time. So when is the right time? Because you just gave me a million circumstances where you see attractive women and you don't talk to any of them. So like, are you hoping to develop psychic powers to be like, hey, I like you? Are you going to be like Professor X and like the little fucking from the animated X-Men, like the little blue circles come out of your mind? Like, I want to have sex with you. I want to have sex with you. Can you read my mind? No, because I'm afraid to talk to you. Come on, brother. The only socially acceptable places seem to be bars and clubs where you're going to meet whores and it's not socially acceptable. But I've never cared for drinking. Those places seem to only exist to farm money out of men by dangling carrot women in front of them. It feels like modern culture deliberately isolates you so you're dependent on apps, another money farm. Incorrect again, bro. As bad as apps are, the only place women will show you any interest in my experience and maybe talk. Of course, that's very few and far in between, but it's more than the real world, which is zero. Nah, dude, listen, bro, you're wrong. You are wrong. Okay. Hold on. I got to unfreeze my camera. You're wrong. You are wrong, brother. I hate to break it to you, but you're wrong. Okay. You're very wrong. But you should be happy that you're wrong. Because if you're right, then you are cooked. You know, you're giga cooked. But yeah, your brother, you're so cooked. You're so cooked, bro. You got to chill, man. You got to chill. Guys, I'm going to turn on the air conditioning. Let me know if you can hear it. Guys, what's going on with the power bills in Florida? My power bill is $600. I'm going to need some super chats today. Can somebody send me a $600 direct super chat? Holy shit, am I cooked? It's okay. I'm just going to work harder. Nobody cares. But yeah,
Shut up and take my money.
This is so cooked and wrong. Will Simpson cucks be the first to perish once shit hits the fan? Yes. The weaker you are and the less connected you are, the faster you're going to go. First caller sounds like Bugsy Malone. Lit. Pariah, who's in the chat, he says, happy birthday, Billy. Hey, Mr. Clean, you want to ride with us? Story is one of the best I've ever heard because of your persistence. Dude, it was so funny. Those black girls pulled up on Billy and they're like, hey, Mr. Clean. It was so funny. MLD, always go live whenever you feel like dropping gems. The world needs it. I love you, God's Guidance Charity. You're in the chat too. Jason, he says, happy birthday, Billy. You always have something to say when we interact. An online person. Billy's a great person, guys. Billy's a great person. Bro Special says, shout out to my fellow German bro. You'll be fine if you found this place. Lit. Dude, you're definitely being shadow banned. This vid never popped in my sub feed. I had to go to your channel. I think I asked him, are you subscribed to many channels? Yes, I'm subscribed. And I also didn't get the notification. Also, did you cover my comment on this video? I guess I'll find out soon after the video. I don't know. Maybe. Feel free to do some 7 to 7 a.m. streams this week. I'll be hauling harvest those hours. Thanks, Jason. Being a subscriber from now, so glad I claim across your channel. Love the long streams videos. I love you, Mr. Gustavo. Yo, is that abs I see? My man finally getting that six-pack. Currently doing a 3-day fast. Get mine to show. Thanks, Freddy Krueger. Wow, Freddy Krueger. I haven't heard about that in a long time. Miguel the Farmer. No Boom Baby this time. Something new. I just wasn't. I was trying to see if the thing was working at the time. Brooklyn, she says, I was actually sleeping at 3 a.m. and you do a stream. LOL. Money never sleeps. Love, JK. I'm just a girl. Need sleeps. W stream. MLD says, Melodious Rancho. Thank you. Seriously, get a hotel. Tell them you're married. Girls like what they can't have. Plus, put your trust in doing something right or the wife would have left. That's just bad advice. No, don't. There's no need to lie. The guys, this like, okay. Do you watch boxing too? Not as much as I watch MMA. Okay. Anyways, that's comment review. But look, real quick, okay, community update, gentlemen. Yes, the enrollment has passed. Yes, but you can join my monthly coaching. Join my monthly coaching. We're doing a call this upcoming Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that monthly coaching is what you want to join. Pop in there. But going back to what I was saying about all this stuff, guys, there's a lot of bad information out there. But the number one thing that kind of cooks you guys is how you don't talk to women. Okay? You just don't talk to women. That's the number one thing. You guys just don't talk to women. You don't talk. Like, life is a numbers game. Talking to women is a skill game. That's it. That it really is so simple. Okay? I'm going to talk about something real quick. All right? There have been times where I've just showed some like positive text message interactions, keep the girls, obviously keep their names and everything anonymous, but I'll like show the guys and be like, I match with a girl on a dating app, or I'm talking to a girl, whatever. And I'm like, little banter, show that I have personality, right? And then I'm like, hey, I think you're pretty. I want to go on a date with you. What's your number? Text me. Here's my number. Text me, whatever, right? And then she texts me. And then you guys hit me up. They're like, oh, dude, like, was that like a compliance test? Was that like retiming the text message? Were you like, was that ultimate text game? Can you prank me? Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? I'm like, dude, no. She just likes me. And I asked her out on a date. That's it. She just likes me, and she wants to meet me. So I asked her out on a date. It's literally that simple. You guys are overcomplicating it, and you're glorifying something that doesn't need to be glorified. And look, all this shit that I hear out there, like, I've seen multiple dating coaches where they're like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to build the bulletproof social system. And I'm going to teach you how to have like the best social circle. And like, every girl's going to say yes to you, and you're never going to get rejected again. And I'm like, wow, guys really are so like desperate to believe this crap because it's not true. Okay. You don't need a social circle to pick up girls. Anybody who says cold approach doesn't work sucks with women, period. Cold approach is literally the most time-tested, most used way to pick up women in human history. That is what we're supposed to do here, guys. Meet a woman, have sex with her, make babies, raise the babies, go die. That's the circle of life. Sorry to be spoiler alert. That's what we're here to do. Okay? If you have to convince a girl, she doesn't like you. Game is not about convincing a woman. Game is about you being as attractive as you can be as a man in your behaviors and how you are. And obviously looks do matter to a degree. You can't be like this fat, ugly, grotesque man and expect to get results. Like, you have to go to the gym to take care of yourself. You have to get a haircut and look good. You have to wear like nice clothing. And I don't mean like designer brands. Like, you just have to look fashionable and like not like high-end fashion, but you just have to look like a normal, presentable human being. That's what you need. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally it. Okay. Melodious, are you Joelle? Because I have emailed you already. If you are Joelle, you may want to check your promotions tab or spam, because I have emailed you already as soon as you signed up, because I believe today you signed up at like 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If that's you, Joelle, I want you to pop in there and we'll get going. Okay. So let's go. We're going to cover this video because I really just feel sorry for this guy, but I want to talk about like how this whole, the feminization of men is really what is making them lose. Okay. So this is a kid. All right. I think we have to share the audio. Let me guys know about sharing the audio. Okay. So first of all, I feel like he's click farming for some reason, because he wrote over for most of you. Okay. Over for most of you. So already leading with despair, already leading with negativity. Okay. Already leading with a bunch of trash. That's not good. Okay. Terrible, 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 terrible. Okay. So that's the first like red flag about this channel. And he has this stuff, this stuff too, like she's getting piped, not paid. Like, this is also a lie. The fact that like, oh, every girl is out here talking to a guy right now, and every girl has somebody they're having sex with right now. That's not true. That is not true at all. All women are not sexually active. Men have a hyper-sexualized mind. And so they think that like, oh, because I want sex and they have access to all these mates, they must be having sex with all these guys. And it's just not the case at all. Okay. You know, aura, why you lose aura with women, just all cook. Yeah. Okay. Joelle. Yeah. Please check your email right now and join the Telegram chats, because we got to do the onboarding call I want to do I want to have the onboarding call with you within the next 24 hours. Okay. But yeah, you know, just cooked. This whole channel is just mega cooked. And you can see when the leader of the, let me just see who this guy's looking at. I'm just interested in seeing this dating coach tier list. I didn't even look at this. Let's see who's on here. Okay, so I want to see the final one here. Okay. Well, okay. He has Richard Cooper at the bottom, so that's really good. W. Mega W. He has John Zerka at the top. Terrible. The fact, if I can't even, oh my God, this is so hilarious, bro. I can't even publicly say about psych hacks, but if I told you guys, you would laugh to death. He has Saint in the Scammer up here, who has a gigantic fat white girlfriend, and he has him at the top, and he has Ho Math at the top, which is just fucking hilarious. So more and more evidence that this guy just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, just concrete evidence. Fresh and Fit up here with amazing advice. Kevin Samuels, Alpha Male Strategies. Alpha Male Strategies should be at the top. And so, yeah, like, again, just cook. The fact that it even has a woman up here shows me a lot. Ho Math is kind of black pill, bro. Kinda. That guy is a miserable individual, bro. That guy is a miserable individual. So again, this kid has no idea what he's talking about. Okay. And you're going to see what I'm talking about right here. So this is the video here. Okay. And first of all, just looking at him, he has like that Zoomer fucking like misery look to him. Like when they're just like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this kid was addicted to pornography, quite frankly. Because if you have game, okay, if you have game, like, getting women is not a problem. If you truly have game, getting women is not a problem. It's not like you're not angry, you're not bitter about women, you're not like hate filled, you're not like, it's not a freaking problem at all. So let's just dive right into this. Let me know if you could hear this, chat.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to talk about my experience doing 100 approaches last weekend. And I also want to talk about the current state of the dating market. This is going to be a more serious video. I don't think I've ever made a video like this on my channel before. Most of my videos are pretty lighthearted, you know, pretty entertainment based. Not this one, bro. Not this one. You know, people don't understand just how bad things have gotten. People think the shit's a joke. If you guys,
so first of all, let's correct that. He says people don't understand how bad things have gotten. No, you don't understand how bad men let this happen. You see, already the mindset is a victim. Things are happening to me. This is happening to me. This is terrible. The bad things are happening. Bad things are happening. No, dude. No. Bad things happen all the time. Okay? Bad things happen all the time. And that's just not okay. Okay? Like, everything is right now, the way things are happening right now is 100% because of men, not because women. Women act this way because men collectively have been just emasculated because they are not doing the things that they need to be doing to be a masculine man. They're not going to the gym. They're not lifting weights. They're not eating proper diet. They're not sleeping well. They're vaping. They're doing drugs. They're alcoholics. They're gambling. They're playing video games too much. Okay. They're addicted to pornography. Okay. No. So 35 seconds in and I'm already triggered. Let's go.
saw the poll on my channel. I made this a while back. 60% of people said they haven't gotten any sex, any intimacy.
So it's 56. So he's inflating the number to obviously make himself seem like some authority figure.
The past year, 60% of my audience. And I know there's going to be people coping saying, well, of course, you know, it's YBC's audience. There's an asymmetric representation of incels who watch YBC. Are you fucking stupid, yo? 20,000 votes on that poll, by the way. 20,000 votes on that poll. And you're telling me that it's my audience? A lot of people who voted in that poll don't even watch my channel. I guarantee you, if someone like Moist Critical or some other fucking Twitch streamer made the same poll, similar results. Similar results. Maybe even worse. At least the people who watch me are trying to do something about it. A lot of other incels, what do? They cope, they play video games. They're not even trying. They've literally checked out. But that's not what this video is about. This video is to give you an understanding of what it takes to win in the modern dating market. Truly, what it takes to actually win. Not what it takes to, you know, get a girl who's like 2 looks points below you, which is the trend these days. I was guys, I did 100 approaches on a college campus. Most of the guys that I see in these relationships, it's so brutal, man. When you really start paying attention, most of the guys that I see are dating ugly women, and it's not even physically ugly. It's like internally ugly women, right? And there's an abundance of this kind of woman.
So another thing is this: how does he know that these women are internally ugly? How does he like? I see a guy and they're dating a ugly woman with an ugly personality. How do you know that? How do you know that? Literally, like, how do you know that?
Shut up and take my money. Uh-oh, retard alert.
Owen, are you my friend from X? I feel like you are. Are you my ex buddy? We DM all the time. Owen K 499 super chat says, I used to watch this guy, realized quickly he had more of this toxic black pill mindset. You're doing God's work, sir. That's right. Let's go, baby. We're going to the top. Listen, I don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm actually okay. So it's kind of, I'm torn. Okay. But I am actually happy there's all this bad content out there, because when people find my channel, they always say, damn, MLD, you're so positive. Damn, MLD, you're so realistic, in a good way, not the bad realistic. They're like, damn, MLD, you know, like, you give me hope. Damn, like, there is a way. There is a possibility for us to do this. Jim Rohn says this. Jim Rohn was the mentor of Tony Robbins. You may know who Tony Robbins is, but you may not know that Jim Rohn, J-I-M, last name R-O-H-N. Jim Rohn said this. And he says, pessimists are so stupid, right? He says, pessimists are so stupid. They give you 5 reasons why something won't work when all you need is 1. It's like so true. You know, like, they're just so hopelessly addicted to their misery. Would you want to hang out with this guy? Would this guy, like, who would you rather go have a beer with? That's what a lot of guys, you know, remember you guys had, remember we had Googs call in on Friday, and Googs is a Navy SEAL, and he used to watch Rule Zero and stuff. And he's like, out of all the guys I saw in Rule Zero, he's like, you were the guy that I thought I would love to get a beer with this guy, you know, because I'm hilarious. I'm a fun guy. And I'm just not this ball of misery. Like, oh, humdrum. Here we go again. Oh, the dating market is collapsing. Like, leave that shit for Richard Cooper and Rollo. Okay. No. Okay. And I get it. If I was old and out of touch and had no game like them, I would be fucking miserable too. Because you see this like racially ambiguous, kind of weird looking, kind of handsome guy. That's me. And you're like, why is this guy so happy? And how does he get all these women? And how is he making all this money? And well, I'm so angry. Like, dude, you don't have game. The biggest problem with guys, the biggest problem with guys is they don't realize how bad they are with women, and they refuse to accept it. And what do? They blame outward. They blame society. They blame the economy. They blame the fucking Jews. They blame the Muslims. Whatever you want to blame, they blame it. And the reality is, your life is your fault, good or bad, period. Period.
Nowadays, it's become really common. You see Chads with 6s, you see Chad lights with 5s, you see tall high tier normies with 4s, and then
Chads with 6s. Again, a woman's these children. It's okay. I'm gonna help. Okay. A woman's value is not how she looks. Yes. Do you want to get with a good looking girl? No shit. Who doesn't? Okay. But girlfriend material is not contextually based upon her physical appearance only. Son, it doesn't work like that. All right? It doesn't work like that at all. They need to be a valuable person beyond their looks. Just like a man who only focuses on his looks is a fucking fag. But reality is, you have to, if your guy just wanting to be a pretty boy, you're cooked. You're done. You're done. Okay? And what's a 6 to you is not a 6 to that guy. What's a 5 to you is not a 5 to that guy. What if that girl is making him money or helping him with his business? Or what if that girl constantly sources other girls for threesomes and shit for him? Because those kind of women exist. But when you sit in your basement and you put all these books on the fucking shelf to try to look small or try to look smart, you know, what do you expect to happen?
Anything below that, most of these guys ain't getting shit. Part of that is also because no one's shooting volume these days. Nobody's actually going out and trying to do anything about it. But there's something fundamentally broken with the dating market. I don't know what social media did to the brains of Gen Z women, like to the brains of younger women, but these chicks are finished, guys. These chicks are finished, yo.
I feel like he's reading a script too, because he keeps on like looking up. Ain't no scripts over here, boys. Ain't no fucking scripts over here. It's the real fucking deal.
Even when they're interested, like I did 100 approaches, right? Yeah, sure. You know, if you do approaches in 2025, more women are going to be standoffish compared to like 10 years ago. I don't know.
Wrong. So wrong. So fucking wrong. Sorry, Happy. Happy's freaking out. Happy thinks I'm screaming at her. Okay. You're so fucking wrong, you child. You're wrong. It has never, ever been a better time to cold approach than right now. That's how I know this kid's 1,000% wrong. They don't like you. Because if you constantly stay at home and you watch all this fucking black pill bullshit doomer content, it's going to poison your fucking mind and you're going to fucking exude misery everywhere you go. And women are extremely socially intelligent, exponentially more socially intelligent than men. And they see you and they're like, oh, fucking gross. No way. And it's not about how you look. It's all about how you make the woman feel. And you don't fucking get it. And that's why you're miserable and sad and lost.
What they're putting in women's foods, guys, they're cooking them hormonally, but like, you know, there's more women who are standoffish, but even the high interest ones, personality wise, they're all boring as shit, yo. Like most of these chicks are boring as fuck.
Again, flawed child, flawed, broken. I feel sorry for him, honestly, bro. I feel sorry for him. Just this guy's cooks, man. F's in the chat. This guy's so cooked. Because what do you like? You want a woman to fucking juggle for you? Like you want to meet a woman and she's going to be your dancing fucking monkey? What do you want? What do you want? Do you think like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, all women were just so like amazing and like you think every woman is just like a fucking Cirque du Soleil and she's like juggling and spitting fire and like pulling Bitcoin out of her vagina? Like, what do you want? What do you want? This is crazy. That's not, women aren't there to fucking entertain you and juggle and be your little entertainment thing. He's saying that because there's no such thing as a boring person. If you have good conversation skills and you know how to talk to people and you have good life experience, everybody has a cool story. You just got to get to know them. But you don't have conversation skills, which is why you suck with women. And that's why instead of taking accountability and be like, wait, I suck with women. No, now you want to be a fucking dating coach. Phenomenal. Enlighten me more. Let's hear what else we got. And
they have like their looks are carrying them so hard. And if it wasn't for their looks, there would be nothing. They're like empty vessels. You try to talk to them. It's like their social skills. Like Gen Z girls have the worst social skills I think I've ever seen. Truly. And, you know, you can tell that their appreciation for deeper things in life has really diminished. They're more homogenous. Their personalities are all the fucking same. And it's like, you know, it's like even if you get one of these girls, you're gonna be so, if you have any self-respect, if you have any you know, passion for life, you're gonna be so tired of them. You're like, all right, man, this girl's hot, but what am I doing dating this chick? Like dead ass, bro.
Oh, I should be like you, who's just clearly has the zest for life all over you. Okay, cooked. He's so negative. He's so negative. I want to like reach to the fucking smack him. You know, put on those boxing gloves so I can whoop your ass. You know, you need a good ass whooping. You need a good ass whooping. You need a big broing. You need somebody to clean your fucking shitty mind up. This is what happens when you get doomer, negative, watching all this fucking cancer everywhere on YouTube. It's abundant. Complaining content, everything is cooked content. Guys, it gets more views. It gets more views. Doom and gloom. Go to any finance channel. Every fucking thumbnail is everything's burning. Everything's on fire. The markets are crashing. You know, Peter Schiff has built a brand. If you don't know Peter Schiff, he's a fucking lunatic. Peter Schiff has built a brand talking about the next financial crash, the next financial crash, the next financial crash, the next financial crash, the next financial crash. Bro, we're crashing upwards right now. Like, gold is up all-time high today. Silver's up all-time high today. The goddamn Nikkei, the Japanese index, is fucking through the roof because they got the new prime minister. Okay? But negativity sells. Negativity sells, bro.
And none of these girls are dateable, yo. None of these girls even want relationships half the time. And
no, none of these girls want a relationship with you. None of these girls want a relationship with you. Okay? Bro, when you get to the point, boys, okay, I'm fucking 39. I am a fucking senior citizen in this game, and I run laps around these fucking kids. You know why? There's virtually no competition. Nobody wants to do the fucking thing. Nobody wants to put in the effort. Bro, when you get to real G level, when you break up with girls, you know what they tell you? Like, when a regular beta male guy like him, if he even gets in a relationship, okay, when a regular guy breaks up with the girl, she's kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. All right. Well, there's nothing really to the fucking, you know, nothing really to write home about. Okay. When you're that dude, these girls will do whatever it takes to stay with you. When I was 19, I was dating an older girl. She was 23, right? And I was just kind of like, you know, really like understanding my value. And I was like, you know, my game was getting really good. And like, you know, it's like starting to like, I was like, yeah, you know, like, you know, she was like she's not like in America, she's like fucking, you know, fucking supermodel. But I was like, I just think you kind of get a little fat, you know? And she's like, I'll do whatever it takes. I was like, you got to lose 20 pounds. She lost 20 pounds in like 3 weeks. She starved herself and went to the gym like every day. I still dumped her. But I mean, it's just like, this lets you know that like the fucking, when you're that dude, they will do whatever. They will pay money. They will abandon their family. They will abandon their religion. They will abandon their country. Okay, I've experienced all of this. But you have to become the man, okay? You've got to be that guy. Money, muscles, game, frame. That's the only way. That's the only way. Dre Sims, I like you. He says, when I see this dude, all I see is soy facts, brother. Mega giga facts.
You know, I just feel like a lot of these chicks, because of social media, because of TikTok, because of the influx of attention that they get.
This guy's so full of himself. I bet you this guy probably looks in the mirror and jerks off to himself. He's so in love with himself. I've noticed that's a pattern with these black pill guys. They have massive, massive egos, and they get like this God complex, this like this holier than thou fucking thing, and they're just like, you know, hey, you know, they're like they oh, cooked. We're cooked. Let me do something. I got an idea. I've got an idea. 1 second. But these children, right? What they do is they fucking they're so in love with themselves, right? And they're so fucking, you know, they're so like just up their own ass that they fucking, instead of like, you know, getting accountable, changing, leveling up, whatever, they fucking just like to blame outwards. That's what they like. They love to just blame outwards. And good luck. Good luck. Because you're never gonna, you're never, if you don't become the man, you're just never, ever, ever, ever gonna fucking, you're never gonna level up. You're never gonna rise. You're just never gonna get to where you want to get to. Period. So let's continue here.
Dopamine junkies, they're finished. Everything about them just pisses me off, yo. And well, by the way, on a side note, if you clicked on this video wanting to see an infield and wanting to see how the approaches actually went, I don't know if I'm going to be posting them on YouTube. Not because they went bad. A lot of them were master classes, really good infields.
Oh, they're master classes. Oh, so you're so let me get this right. All the women suck, but you're still the man, and you fucking picked them all up. But we can't see them on YouTube because, you know, they're just too good for YouTube. But if we sign up for your shit, then we can see them. Oh, great. Sounds like a total authentic pitch to me, guys. Just sounds super authentic. CA, she says, is AC too loud? So he says, turn the AC. Turn the AC. What's going on here? Isn't it kind of gay to hate on women this much?
Gay!
Incorrect. It is not kind of gay. It is super fucking gay. It is gayer than AIDS.
Really good game, really good stuff. My school community did make a vote, and they said they wanted me to keep it school exclusive. This isn't the money grab, guys. You don't have to join if you don't want to join. I'm not here fucking forcing you to join.
It is a money grab, and like the fucking couple people that are in his school community. Come on, shut up, bro. The AC is on. It is cooled down.
I'd even reveal them on YouTube at some point, but there's a lot of complications that go with posting infields publicly, and I think for now I'm just going to keep them school exclusive. You know, it also honors the people who are actually supporting me the most and stuff, so I hope you guys understand. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, young women nowadays compared to young women just 10 years ago are so different in their behaviors.
So how does this fucking child even know? Okay, even assuming he's 28. At 18, you had like a psychology degree and you just knew women were different 10 years ago. How, like, does anybody, like, I guess this is the pain of like me just being so fucking alert and aware about shit. He's wrong. It's like, it's just so funny to see how egotistical he is. But you see what's funny is this, right? All these egotistical weak beta male types, right? They don't understand. If you want to be a maximum like seducer and you want to be really good at game, you shouldn't be fucking focusing on the girls, you dumbass. I mean, on yourself, you dumbass. You focus on the girls. Okay? You like sitting there and just saying like, oh, you know, fucking all these girls, bro, like, you know, they just suck. Like, everything is me. It's just a miserable way to live. That is like legitimately a super miserable way to live. And it's just, I mean, he's a testimony to that.
Way they conduct themselves in their personalities, it's just like everything just feels so shallow and so dry. Even when you win, you still lose. And look, dude, I'm a heavy hitter, right? So I'll do 100 approaches. I will trauma farm. I will try a bunch of different things to collect information on what works and what doesn't for you guys, okay? And listen, I know this isn't even me bragging or anything. I'm not struggling. Like, my dating life is fine. I could bag these chicks. The point
I could bag these chicks. I could. I just choose not to. I choose not to bag the chicks. I mean, I could do it. I promise you. I can do it, but I didn't post the infields, and I'm really bitter and a fucking loser that is talking shit about women, but I promise you I have game, guys. I promise you the problem's not me. I promise you. I promise you. We're back. We're back. We're back. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Why do I look orange? Oh, I think my fucking screen thing is on. Like my save your eyes thing. There we go. There's all the blue light. Now we're cooked. But I mean, like you guys, you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand? Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Cooked, man. Just ultra giga Megatron cooked. Poor kid. I just feel sorry for him, but like he's never gonna change. You know, he's never ever gonna change because he's just way too egotistical. Like you have to listen, if you want to improve, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you want to improve, the first thing you have to admit is you're not where you want to be. You have to admit the truth. You have to accept the circumstances of your reality and realize you're lacking knowledge, you're lacking accountability, and you're lacking the skill that you have. If somebody's doing better than you, it's because they're better than you. If you're not doing good at a skill, if other people can get girls, but you can't get girls, the problem is you. And you should thank yourself because if the problem is you, that means you can change yourself. That means you can level up. That means you can fucking make it happen. Okay. And yeah, Jose, I don't understand either. He's like trauma bagging. I don't even know what this is. Like retarded, bro. Retarded, bro. Let's go back to this, my little kid.
Trying to make is the person that I feel for most is the guy who is sort of passive and is lonely. And listen, let me tell you, these chicks aren't going to give you a chance. No one is coming to save you. Okay, these chicks are using guys for attention. They're playing dudes. They're manipulating them. And so you have to get colder. That's the point of this video, guys. I'm trying to tell you, if you're in a competitive dating market, the only thing you can do is get colder or move somewhere easy. That's literally it. Get cold.
No, get colder. Like terrible. This is like borderline psychological bullying.
Older, get better game, spam more volume, stop being passive. Because if that happens to you, let's assume that you're a good-looking guy, you're one of these dudes who just look smacks. That's the common advice. Oh, just look smacks and let them come to you. You're either gonna end up with a mid who you're unattracted to, or you're gonna end up with no girls at all. That's what.
Again, terrible advice, dude. I know guys that are like really good-looking, jacked, shredded, and these girls like throw caution to the wind. Are like these girls just like, you don't got a condom, it's fine, just come inside me, I'll take like plan B and like ruin my fucking reproductive system, just pay attention to me. You'd be surprised, man, because guys are fatter than there are more fat men in America than there are women, you know. So again, he doesn't know what he's talking about at all.
The passive approach gets you. I don't recommend cold approaching because I think, cold approaching is this grand solution.
So maybe I don't understand the slang. What is when he talk about getting colder? What does he mean? You know, what does he mean by that? Get colder, like what? Get more ruthless? Get like so you treat more women like shit, and you're gonna get better women? That's like the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Like that gets the legendary.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Just terrible. Terrible. Get colder, be more nonchalant. Yeah, okay. Let me know how that goes for you, bro. Go on a date with the girl and show no emotion. Let me know how that goes for you.
What is the alternative? What are you gonna do if you don't cold approach? There is no other way. if you were not spamming volume, if you were not persistent in the face of rejection, oh, dude, I'm trauma farming. Give me a fucking break, bro. Give me a break. If you don't get stronger with each rejection, you're finished. If you let rejections, there's two types of guys. Guys who just, you know, they take the trauma, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going. And then there's guys who just crumble. They can't handle it. If you're the latter, you're finished. You're done. You're done. You're not gonna get the results you want. And the person I'm talking to is a very specific kind of person. Because when you think of the black pill,
he is right in regard to the volume, but he also says, like, if you're not doing cold approach, you're done. Like, again, terrible. But look, this is why I'm the fucking man, guys. This is why I'm the fucking man. You know, and I talked about this. When you use dating apps, okay, this is my regular phone. This is the iPhone. And this is the hoe phone, okay? And when you use dating apps, it's not about having a good profile. It's not about having good pictures. It's not about that. It's about beating the algorithm. If you're smart enough and you know how to beat the algorithm, which I have in my program, Dating App Domination, which I released last year, okay? This thing is the gateway to endless pussy around the world. I have been consistently using dating apps since Tinder was free and unlimited swipes in like 2014, when all the hoes were on Tinder. And it's the same. It's all the algorithm. But again, I understand he's lost, so he's got to cry.
Yeah, it's true. On average, people end up with their looks match. On average, you know, incels are going to get shit. Sub 5s are going to get shit. And
so another thing, like, you end up, like, the thing is when he's saying you end up with your looks equivalent, okay, no, kid, no. Because you don't even have a girlfriend, first of all, okay? And, dude, I have dated some beautiful smoke shows that, like, I just stand next to this girl and, like, I just look like fucking, like, I look like the richest man alive because they automatically assume that girl's so beautiful, she's got to be with that guy for money, okay? But again, he has a very feminine mindset. Women think about everything in the terminology of looks. That's why these women in their like 40s and shit go to the doctor, and the doctors like fucking mutilate their faces to make them stay looking young, because the dumb women only rely on their looks, just like dumb men like him only think looks are everything. But looks just get you in the door. But it's your personality, being a quality person that has relationship skills. That's what gets them hooked for life, men and women alike. Let's talk about if you're a sub 5, Again, men who think all dating is looks are feminine, because that's what women do. And look at him. He doesn't look masculine. He doesn't look like a masculine guy. This is a very feminine looking guy. You know, there's not a lot of masculinity about this guy. But when you say it's about looks, if you're a sub 5, what, like, dude, some women, like, women have told me, like, I'm fucking ugly. Like, to some women, I'm like incredibly good looking and hot and sexy. And to other women, they're like, this guy is the most racially ambiguous, ugly thing I've ever seen in the entire life. But that's life. That's the game. The amount of hot girls that I have forgotten. I've had sex with so many fucking women. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just being objective, okay? I've forgotten, like, I've like stumbled upon Facebooks or old fucking conversations or pictures. I'm like, oh, damn, I forgot I dated that girl. Like, bro, I dumped Miss Best Body Japan 2023 because she was like trifling. She was like, and that girl was like hotter body than me, fucking gorgeous, but she was shady as fuck. And I was just like, nah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So again, he's wrong.
TNs aren't gonna get shit. Do you want to be on average? Is that what you want? Is that the extent of your ambition? The people that I talk to in this channel are people who want to be exceptions, are people who want what Chad naturally gets, but you're not Chad, right? You want what he gets naturally, but you're not him. And I honestly think, because I was in a college campus, I saw a lot of these Chads aren't even dating hot girls. A lot of these looks maxers, these good looking guys, they have nothing to show for it. They don't even get great results their damn selves. And that's really when you start to realize things are...
How does he know? Again, how do you know? You saw somebody walking by and passing and like you just knew? What if that girl's his friend? What if that girl is just one of 4 girls on his roster? Again, He wants to see the world the way he wants to see it. And his mind is polluted with negativity. And that's why he's suffering. It's that simple.
You're getting cooked. Even the good looking guys aren't fucking getting the girls that you expect them to get.
Again, even the guys that are good looking aren't getting the girls that you expect them. Your expectations are not that man's reality.
So what is it going to be then? What are we just going to sit here and fucking look some acts just to end up with nothing? I don't think so. I talk to people who want to be exceptions to the rule, okay? Who want to overcome the odds. And that means, yes, I want girls more attractive than myself. I want to prove that I can get girls more attractive than myself. Oh no, you should just go for your looks match, man. Genetically, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. I'll do whatever I want to do. Like I'll do whatever I want. I want what I want. Oh, but it's unfair. I don't care. Don't care. Sorry. And you guys as well, you know, the people, those of you who aren't getting girls, I know deep down you want the same thing. You may not admit it, but that's exactly what you want.
If he was a real nigga, all right, if he knew the game, if he really knew the game, he would know that usually, on average, the hotter the girl, the more of like a pain in the ass they usually are to deal with. They're not that good in bed. They usually are useless because every guy just fawns over them and does everything that they ever want. Okay? This kid doesn't understand the reality. He doesn't understand life because he's never got hot girls. He's never been with hot girls. He's never, bro. I remember when I was in Roppongi, right? It's the nightclub district, 2017. Okay. And I went on a date with this Korean chick. She was really, really, really pretty, but she had the worst fucking personality ever. She was really hot, but the more I talked to this girl, I was like, I just want to fuck this girl and never talk to her again. And I remember I was living in, look this place up. I was living in the Mayflower House in Roppongi, a fucking disgusting, roach-infested, rat-infested shithole of a place. And it was disgusting. It was literally uninhabitably disgusting. And I pulled this chick back there and had sex with her on the first date after taking her out to a place called Tori Kizoku, which is like a very cheap restaurant where I probably paid $30 for drinks and yakitori skewers. Okay. I didn't have a Ferrari. I didn't have to like be, 6 foot tall, whatever cope they have. None of that. Was she more good looking? Was she above my looks max or whatever the fucking terminology fucking homos using? Was she? Yeah, she was. And she had a terrible personality. And she was like, you guys don't realize the 95% of the reason why a girl is hot is because you haven't fucked her yet. After you fuck a girl, they lose like a large percentage of their appeal because you've already conquered it. Like genetically, your body's like, your brain's like, okay, on to the next one, get another one pregnant.
And this is for the greater good. Men raising their standards collectively is for the greater good. Because when we settle for these unattractive women, their egos get overblown. You make it harder for everyone else.
Look how he talks about women. It's like when we settle for these unattractive women, like how? Like this kid just thinks like the whole world is about looks and looks only.
And the dating market just gets worse. But when we all stand up and say, nah, I want something better for myself. I want to raise my standards. I don't want to just date a looks match who treats me like shit. Nothing wrong with dating a looks match, but I don't want to date a girl that I'm not even that attracted to. When we all raise our standards, women have to adapt. Now we reverse the roles. You know what's happening now? Guys are taking everything they can get. They're desperate. They're giving them attention. And now you have girls who are like sub-5 treating better looking.
DM, thank you. $5 subscription. Have not checked your channel in a few years. Wow, you've been around. What's the reason you moved from Japan? Do you plan on living there again? Hope all's well. It was just a strategic retreat. I was just blowing a lot of money in Tokyo. Like I spent $50,000 last year on fucking Uber. That was really dumb. And I was like extremely stupid. And I just wanted to come, buy a house and like it was I wanted to like catch up on digital marketing trends. And my brother has children, and I'm the only uncle in their life, and I just wanted to kind of pour into the kids' lives. And, you know, I was like paying this fucking Chinese landlady like $6,000 a month in rent. And I was like, yeah, this is like really stupid. So I bought a house. I'm here in Florida now. And look at my studio. It's pretty lit, right? If you haven't been around, look at this, bro. Is this not super lit? Look at this. This is like the best studio I've ever had in my life. And I'm linking up with the boys, you know, I'm fresh and fit. And, you know, just the money's to be made in America right now. The money's to be made in America right now. I'll probably like have second base in Tokyo. You guys will find out more about what's going on with me. And nothing's wrong, but you'll see.
I was like, shit, yo, let me tell you guys a story. On Saturday, there's this one chick holding a pizza box, right? And I went up to her and I was like, yo, is that a pizza box? She goes, yeah. And she was just giving me attitude. And I'm like, all right, can I have a slice? You know, just a normal question. Can I have a slice? You could say no. You could politely decline. And then she goes, no, and fuck right off. Like she was just being a complete bitch. And I look at her.
Yeah, because again, your vibe, bro. Like what kind of what are you fucking retarded? You walk up to a complete stranger who has a box of pizza and you're like, can I have a slice of pizza? Like, of course she's going to tell you to fuck off, you fucking weirdo. Like, you see, that's what I'm talking about. He is very, 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 very entitled. Extremely entitled. Like, he expects the whole world just to bow down before him and worship him. And that's why he's suffering. And that's why he's miserable.
And I'm like, but you're literally a sub-5. Like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? And I realize these chicks aren't born that way. Guys made them this way.
He's right about that. These chicks are brain. But dude, like you're talking like, okay, so because she doesn't want to give you a slice of pizza, it's because so he's saying you're a sub-5. So because you're unattractive, you should give me a slice of pizza.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
I really like. I want to invite him to Hot Dude Con so I could beat his ass. And, you know, in a sparring match. I'm telling you, a good punch in the face puts the man on the righteous path. It really does. It really does.
Surely she has a reason to be this confident and this rude for no reason. Like
rude, like you're acting weird, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, exactly. CA, thank you so much. She's in the chat. She says, that would make me think the person is homeless, mentally ill, or both. Like, what are you expecting? He doesn't live in reality. He doesn't live in reality. And it says, young guys have high ego. No, dude, I work with a lot of really cool, great young guys. That's not the case. Okay, you have to like look into this too. He started a YouTube channel because he wants attention. Like, I started a YouTube channel, and the reason, like, look at all my videos, look at my history. Every video, it's about delivering value, adding value, helping people, mainly men. Okay, that's what this whole brand is about. This kid will fade out. He's gonna fade out into misery. Don't worry, you'll see. I'm a 10-year fucking vet in the game of YouTube. Actually, I have a private channel. Actually, I've been doing YouTube like since like 2009, but my other channels like I really wasn't into it.
Low vibrational girls. That's all we see around us. Just these low vibrational, standoffish, superficial women.
That's what you attract because that's what you are and that's what you see. You know, like when you buy a red Honda, all of a sudden you see red Hondas everywhere. Like the majority of chicks suck because you suck. You're seeing them through the filter of suckiness that you're enslaved to.
And the only way that we can eliminate that is by collectively raising our standards and not just settling for shit. Because that's what I see most guys doing, just settling for shit. Settling for the first thing that they can get, just so they can say they have a girlfriend, just so they can say they pull. There's nothing impressive about getting a girl, even if she's hot. If internally she is low vibrational, just a horrible human being, boring.
Motherfucker, you're low vibrational.
No depth to her character. Like, I don't want that. And I don't think you guys want that either. So not only do I want you to elevate your standards looks-wise, I want you to elevate your standards internally and also improve your own character, right? We need to improve ourselves just as much as we need to become what we expect of other people.
That should be the backbone of his message right there. That should be the backbone of his message. Men have to level up. The women are like this because of men. Okay? Women are not leaders of civilization. Women are not leaders of society. Okay? When the fucking Nazis invaded France, What did the majority of the French women do? They started fucking hooking up and having sex with the fucking Nazis. And when the Americans liberated France and killed all the fucking Nazis and drove them out, guess where the fucking French women went? A lot of them went to the American fucking men. But he doesn't understand game. He doesn't understand the truth. That's why he's sad. That's why he's miserable. This is poison, guys. If you watch this guy, this is poison for your mind. And don't think, look, oh, I try to get like a well-balanced approach. That's like saying, I just like a little bit of shit in my coffee because I try to get a well-balanced approach. No, you're poisoning your mind. You're poisoning your mind with this content.
I'm not telling you guys to be delusional or anything. And listen, if you're sub 5,
like him,
maybe you shouldn't expect a Stacy. Maybe you shouldn't expect a girl that is, you know, leagues ahead of you. But at least strive for more. Stop, you know, being this defeatist, passive loser who just kind of takes what he can get. That's what a lot of this black pill shit is about. It's like, it's too defeatist, right? And I understand why. I truly sympathize with young men. I see how bad it is out there. I am out there. Guys, I'm not some fucking theory junkie. I'm out in the fields almost every single day. I see what's going on with my own 2 eyes. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive for change. That doesn't mean that things can't change, but it starts with us, okay? It starts with us realizing that we are worth more than what these women and what society in general tries to make us feel like we're worth. And it starts with being there for each other too. There's a lot of guys who are lonely with their headphones in, not talking to anybody, and no one is coming to save them. We have to be there for each other. We have to talk to each other. We have to uplift each other because no one else is going to do it. No one else is. There's way too many lonely men to account for. Way too many. And women are out there fucking, you know, hitting the vape, smiling, going to the clubs, soaking up infinite attention. They're too powerful. They need to be nerfed. I'm sorry, but every chick needs to be nerfed. We need to restore equilibrium. We need to bring back the natural order. And it starts with us because they're, you know, blaming women.
This guy's a fucking nerd. This guy's fucking nerd. Like this is a nerd guy, you know?
It's nice and all, but they're never going to change. We have to fucking take initiative, step up to the plate, and do something about it. We need to take back our power. Power that's rightfully ours, by the way. And part of
power that's rightfully ours. Again, the entitlement is just like so laced in his language. He has no self-awareness.
Taking our power back is overcoming our fear of women and our fear of talking to them. You have to be persistent in the face of rejection. You have to be resilient.
So, Dr. B, nerfed is like a slang when, like, you know, like if you're like, okay, for example, like if Call of Duty, sometimes like they have guns that are like way too strong and they'll put out an update and like make the gun less strong. And then people are like, oh, they fucking nerfed it. You know, they nerfed the game, like the Nerf gun. So they nerfed the gun. That's where it originally came from. You know, or like if like a character's like really powerful in a fighting game, they'll like put out a patch and update it, and they're like, oh, you know, fucking Scorpion from Mortal Kombat was too powerful, so they updated him, and then now he's nerfed. You know, so he like, you could see he just talks like a nerd. Like these are nerd terminologies.
To it, you have to see women like numbers. You know why I'm telling you to see them like numbers? Because that's exactly how they see you. They see you as a disposable commodity. They see you as someone that can easily be replaced. They have no respect for men anymore, and you're falling into that trap. So.
No, that's how you, like, again, he says women just see men like a number. And all he does when he talks about men and women is say they're a number based upon their attractiveness. Like, this guy, like, you guys see how hilarious this is? This is hilarious. It's like, oh, they just see people have numbers. Like, you literally call a woman a couple minutes ago like she's a sub 5. She's a sub 5 bitch because she didn't give me a slice of pizza. Bro, what are you, gay? You gay, bro? What are you doing here?
What do we do? Well, obviously women have more leverage than us in the modern day. There's nothing we can really do about that. But we can at least equal.
What leverage do women have? What leverage does a woman have over a man modern day? What are they doing? Where are women outperforming men and just crushing it? There's like an unfair advantage. How many women are like working on oil rigs making $300,000 a year? How many women CEOs are there? Numbers going down. Men still make way more money than women exponentially. Where are the leaders in AI that are women? Because they're all fucking dudes except for the co-founder of Claude, and Claude kind of fucking always lectures me. I fucking hate Claude. It's pretty good at copywriting though. Again, when, fucking pussy. He's putting those boxing gloves behind him to let like, you know what I've noticed too? The guys like who extra try to act like they're tough and hard. These are the biggest pussies. Like the guys who are like, oh, you know, my girl never talks to me like that. Or, you know, like, oh, this guy's a pussy. Or these guys are like covered in tattoos and they're fucking pussies, you know? You know, like, no offense to like, you know, no offense to the guy, but like, for example, Wes Watson, covered in tattoos, gets treated like shit by his girl. You got all those fucking tattoos, but you're crying for love. I need the fucking really nigga soundbite. I'm updating the soundbites. I'm getting ideas, guys. I'll just hit him with this one.
Ha! Gay!
So this just goes to show you he's so lame that his only experience is being with bad women, have no experience, because actually being successful is pulling a good woman. The reason he has bad experience with women is because he's a person of bad character. This is a guy that has bad character. Like, people are fucking... If you're just going to go through life just judging people strictly upon their looks only, you're going to have a terrible life. If you're just judging men and women by their fucking how they look, like, how do you expect to be happy as an individual? Yeah, tattoos are camouflage for men to look tougher than they are. Yeah, just like our favorite transsexual banger in Brazil, John Anthony, covered in tattoos, gigantic fucking pussy, guys. Wait till I just got to wait for a couple things to settle down. And I'm going to fucking do the most hilarious expose on this guy. He's going to fucking cry again. He's going to send another bullshit lawsuit my way again. It's going to be so hilarious. Remember, he who laughs last laughs hardest, loudest, and longest. But you talk about a guy who covers himself with tattoos and is a giant fucking pussy. Okay, Exhibit A, Your Honor. Exhibit A, Your Honor. Okay? The guys who try the hardest to be cool, they're not cool. The guys who try to tell you they have the best game and they have the hottest women and they never fucking have trouble in the relationship, they've never been dumped, they never made a mistake in relationships, these guys are full of shit. Everybody's flawed. Everybody makes mistakes. If some of you guys hung out with me, you see I'm a very flawed individual. I'm extremely flawed, guys. I'm aware of my flaws, and I'm aware that I have room to improve, you know, but I also have a bunch of fucking great things about myself. But to say and act like I'm here all high and mighty, one thing I'll say that I'm definitely better with game and understanding the female mind. That's for sure. That there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Yeah. John Trans. Yeah. Like, don't, like, it's so fucking hilarious. Yeah, that guy, Anthony, is the biggest chubby face hater ever seen. Bro, that guy is such a fucking pussy. That guy, I'll just say it because we're in the middle of the stream. Nobody's going to clip this and show us. But I had to go deal with that shit in court, right? I had to go deal with the trial. And I stared this motherfucker down every single day. I stared this fucking pussy down. This guy didn't make eye contact with me once. He wore the same suit to court back to back too. He's fucking peasant. I wore a fucking nice suit back to back both days. I was looking fly. Okay. And this guy, 6 foot tall, 6'4", covered in tattoos, the biggest pussy ever. My lawyer almost made him cry when he was on the stand, caught lying. He lied in court. He was on the stand and was lying to the court, and he was impeached for truthfulness. He was lying in court. Fucking dumb. And my lawyer is the most savage black woman ever. She ripped him to shreds, and he turned bright red. It was so fucking, because, you know, I was so vindicated. I was like, I knew this guy was a fucking pussy. I knew this guy in his heart is the biggest pussy ever. And I feel so vindicated. I was like, God, I love it. I love it. I love watching him suffer. And he lied on the stand. Fucking dumbass, bro. Fucking hilarious dumbass. But that's just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. You'll see. What I show you guys the most hilarious thing that I pulled off on this, I might go viral for it. It's fucking hilarious, bro. It is so fucking funny. What I don't understand, he just talks as much shit about you. So what's the fucking distance? He can distance. No, he can't. He can't. You know, rule number 1, never lie in court. Can't tell you how telling the truth in traffic court has helped me. Facts. So he brags about he won. So the case he won a default judgment, and the judgment was given to him because my first lawyer stole my money and fucked me over, and I couldn't secure a new lawyer in time. And the judge just ruled and said, okay, you lose by default because you couldn't properly defend yourself in time. Because I was in Japan trying to secure a lawyer. But I'm not going to go into too much detail. But like, he's such a fucking dumbass, and he's so fucking mega cooked. When I expose everything that I did, and like, I can't even say. I like just for you guys that have been through with me, for you guys that have supported me all these years, I promise you it's going to be worth it, and we're all going to fucking laugh together, and I'm going to fucking laugh all the way to the fucking bank. Just watch. I fucking Yagami lighted this guy. Like Death Note level, fucking you're ruined. Just wait and see. Anyways, we're getting caught off. I'm sorry. I'm just like, anyways, thank you guys for being here. But I promise you, when this shit goes down, and at the end of the day, you could win 10,000 fucking lawsuits against me, Mr. fucking transsexual banger. Okay. But you're, at the end of the day, all those tattoos, all the bitches you bang, and the biological men you have sex with too. Okay. All the money you make, it cannot ever fix the fact that you're a fucking bitch ass. You're a fucking bitch ass. All these guys are the same. Him, Mac the Day Gamer, all these fucking guys, blah, 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 blah. But when the fucking time to be a man is present, they are not. Let's go back to this kid.
The playing field by shooting more volume and seeing them as numbers back until one proves that she's not a fucking number, by the way. You know, because she's just a stranger at the end of the day. Like, if you're doing approaches and stuff, they're strangers. I don't take rejection personally. I don't care. Oh, you don't like my looks, big fucking deal. I'll just go to the next set. And I want you guys to have that kind of coldness about you, because that's really when you're going to start like realizing the power that you hold and being more confident and approaching the world with more conviction. Women are only going to get more hypergamous. They're only going to elevate their standards more.
This guys, no, they're not. They're not going to get more hypergamous at all. They're not. The simp economy is drying up. The AI revolution is coming to fucking dry up the simp economy quickly. Okay, dude, there's already these things called haptic suits where you can like put on a suit and feel feelings. Men are going to be like sexually addicted to these haptic suits that like will fucking jerk you off and give you the stimulations. Like how you have a wet dream, guys. Like, you know, you have a wet dream and then you come in your sleep, right? That's coming. That's going to be here, like, worst case scenario, 20 years. To have a physical male present with you as a woman is going to become a commodity. It's going to become more valuable. And the smart women now, they're seeing it. Like, with all due respect to, unfortunately, what happened to Charlie Kirk is devastating. Devastating what happened to him. That shit scared the fuck out of a lot of women. And a lot of women realized, wait a minute, I need an actual strong man around me. I need a fucking strong man. That has shaken a lot of women to the core. That was a global thing. And a lot of women have realized, like, fuck, like all this boss babe shit, all this, like you see it happening with women that are like, you know, mid 30s and older. They're all like, dude, this boss babe shit's cooked. Like, this is bullshit. Like, I need to fucking, like, you know, like find an actual strong man. Okay. Period.
Unrealistic. I want a guy who's taller. I want a guy who's more of a Chad. I want a guy who's this, who's that. They're just becoming more superficial. They're going to be ruder, more standoffish to men. What are we going to do? I mean, I would tell everybody to withdraw. Guys, hey, let's just stop talking to them. Well, guess what? If we go MGTOW, Chads aren't going to go MGTOW. So women aren't going to care. So we have to brute force this shit and persist. We have to persist, and we can't settle for less.
Doesn't make sense.
You know, we have to be just as hypergamous as them.
It doesn't make sense. And then he's saying we have to be as hypergamous as them. Like, dude, Uneducated child. I think I've made my point. I'm going to vomit. And whoever said I couldn't make it through the video, you're right. Okay. But I'm trying to say this. Okay. I said all that to say this, guys. I just wanted to point out that, look, if you're having trouble being good with women and you're trying to figure it out on your own, I'm just telling you right now, it's a very, 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 very hard thing to do. And it's not the optimal approach. I can help you. Subscribe to this channel. It's your first time watching, but watch the channel. If you want to join my monthly coaching, join my monthly coaching. We're going to get on a call. I'm going to get on a call with Joel right now, who just said earlier he joined the monthly coaching call. We already connected on, yeah, you called it, bro. Emil, you called it. You called. I couldn't make it through. You're right, bro. You're right. I couldn't make, I'm going to vomit, bro. I'm going to vomit. But look, a vast majority of men are very bad with women. A vast majority of dating coaches, they've been exposed for like their women disrespecting them publicly, their women cheating them, you know, their women hitting them, leaving them, having sex with other people, and then those guys taking them back and marrying them. All right. It's very, very hard. Okay. I'm going to be honest. If you're clueless about women and you want to get good with women, it's going to be hard. You know why? There's never going to be an easy path to anything worth having. If you want to get 6-pack abs, it's very fucking hard. If you want to be a millionaire, it's very fucking hard. You want to be having a good job, maintain the job, have a high salary, it's going to be very fucking hard. All right. You want to get good at fighting? Very fucking hard, because you got to lose a bunch of fights. You got to go lose a bunch of sparring rounds, whether it's jujitsu, kickboxing, boxing, whatever, wrestling. The only way to victory is through failure. And you have to fail a lot. Your first business is not going to take off. Okay. Your first job interview, you're probably not going to get the job, or it's probably a very, very shitty job if you do. The only way to victory is through failure, but through failure, you bring character, you bring fucking diligence. Okay. You bring endurance, you bring critical thinking skills to understand I have just failed. Why did I fail? Let me take a look at my analysis. Like, let me analyze my fucking, I got to get this kid's face off my computer before I vomit. I got to take like an understanding of the skill set that I need, see what I did, see what worked, see what didn't work, take that out, put more of this in, redeploy, get the feedback. Okay. That is how it works. Right. So I said all that to say, everything that's worth doing is going to be hard, and that's why it's worth doing. That's why it's worth doing. And it's not because you achieve the thing. Even though you achieve the thing, it's beautiful. But what's more beautiful is the transformation you go through and the person you become to achieve the thing. So don't give up. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Peace out.